Hi, I'm Claire Batista from the Claire Batista Golf Academy. Today we're going to be talking about two things: ball placement and ball position, which is the same thing, just two different names, and then alignment, how to aim correctly. So the first thing we want to talk about is where the ball is in relationship to your feet. Very important that we get the ball in the same spot every time as we hit each club. Much easier to be consistent with ball striking that way. So as you can see, I put a alignment stick through my feet right in the middle, and I have a ball off the alignment stick, or even with the alignment stick. So we would say the ball is in the middle of my stance. When you're doing full swing, what I am going to suggest, and we're going to make this really simple, we're just going to have three different ball placements or ball positions. Irons, full swing, I'm going to ask you or suggest to you that you play the ball in the middle of your stance. As you get into your hybrids and fairway woods, so as the club gets longer, we're actually going to play the ball a little bit more left in your stance or towards your left foot. So about an inch left with your hybrids and your fairway woods. And then the driver, we want to play that as far forward as we can get it. So off the inside of your left heel with the longest club. So again, we'll just make this real simple. And again, it's for full swing. Irons in the middle, fairway wood and hybrids just a little left of middle, and then driver off the inside of your left heel. It will take you a little while to kind of be able to visualize and see where the ball really is. So this drill with a stick or a club going through your feet and then putting the ball off that club or stick, so every time you know that that ball is in the same position, is a great drill as you practice on the driving range. Now we're going to talk about alignment. So we did ball placement. Alignment, as you start swinging better, is going to become much more important because the ball's going to actually go where you're aiming. And a lot of times my clients have a wrong idea of how to aim. We kind of aim our body at the target, and we want to get away from that. I want you to throw that idea out of your head, and I'm going to give you a little bit better way to think about alignment. So alignment runs like railroad tracks. We're going to have two parallel lines. There is a 60-yard marker out there. We're going to hit the ball to the 60. So there's going to be a line that goes over the golf ball, and that line is going to aim wherever you want the ball to start. So that's going to be aimed at the 60-yard marker. That's referred to as your target line. There's going to be a line that runs parallel to your target line, and that is referred to as your toe line. So what we want to make sure is this line is going to be going to the target. I'm going to set up parallel to that line. So if I do this, which I see some of my clients come in and do this, and we get them out of that right away, this should actually be left of the target. So my toe line, my hips, and my shoulders, they'll all run parallel, but because I'm standing several feet left of the ball, this is going to be left of the target. The club head, or the club face, will run perpendicular to the target line. So the club face is very important, that is aiming where you want the ball to go and not your body. So if I aim my body at the target and the target line runs parallel to my toe line, now all of a sudden my club is aimed to the right, and I can make a great swing, but I end up in the right bunker. My ball ends up in the right bunker, and I think I did something wrong in my swing, and it's really just my alignment. So as your alignment gets more consistent, then your swing, okay, can become more consistent too. So we're always starting off at the target. If I make a good swing, the ball will go to the target. If I'm aiming at the target and I hit it left or right, then I know there's something going on in my swing. It's not my alignment. The best way I would suggest practicing alignment on the golf or on the driving range is just put two sticks down or put your clubs down. Just make sure you pick your clubs up before you leave. In the middle of this is going to be going to wherever you want the ball to start. So I may be working on something, my takeaway or something mechanically, but I'm going to make sure then that my toes stay equidistant from this toe line. And now I can work on whatever I want to work on mechanically and hit. If it goes to the target, then I know it was a good swing. So this is a real easy way just to make sure you're aligned correctly as you're practicing. And you want to make sure through time that you get that alignment consistent every single time. If you like this information, follow me on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube channel.